Next is Dr. Eric Liguori, founding head of the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Rowan University and one of ICSB major sponsors at the ICSB 66 World Congress. The floor is yours.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here today and to represent Rowan University. Rowan's a top 100 research institution offering bachelor's through PhD programs to more than 23,000 students across 6 campuses and 2 med schools in Southern New Jersey. For 3 consecutive years, we've been ranked by the Chronicle of Higher Education as the 4th fastest growing public institution in the US. Rowan is also home to one of the first and one of the most active ICSB knowledge hubs, through which our students engage in ICSB's global community, our faculty publish cutting-edge research, and our programs are open to many in the ICSB network. At its core, higher education is about producing more and better human capital, equipping future leaders with the skill sets and mindsets necessary to navigate extreme uncertainty and address some of the world's biggest problems. Tackling big challenges under conditions of uncertainty is where entrepreneurs excel. And so it comes as no surprise that many universities have embraced and undergone an entrepreneurial revolution, formally recognizing entrepreneurship as an interdisciplinary topic of universal relevance. 2022 is a special year. It marks the 75th year of formal entrepreneurship education being offered in higher education. It marks the very real saturation point of entrepreneurship's widespread adoption in business schools across the globe. And I think history is going to look back on this year as an inflection point. I think we've made a lot of progress over the last 75 years, and especially the last 20, but the biggest momentum is just beginning. And we've got a lot of room to spread entrepreneurship outside of traditional business disciplines. Today, more educational institutions from pre-K to PhD are offering their students entrepreneurship education opportunities. It means that there are not only more students majoring in entrepreneurship than ever before, but also more students from more disciplines at more levels are being afforded the opportunity to cultivate their entrepreneurial skill sets and mindsets. One great example is last week, 55 rising high school juniors and seniors, each of whom volunteered 2 weeks of their summer vacation to participate in Rowan's Think Like an Entrepreneur Academy, visited the United Nations in support of MSMEs, engaging with and learning from entrepreneurs, educators, and policymakers from around the globe. Another great example is happening now here in DC, where nearly 100 students from around the globe, ranging from undergraduate biomedical engineering students to MBA candidates, have gathered for the ICSB Entrepreneurship Academy. These students are spending a week focusing their efforts on developing solutions to the SDGs and learning principles of entrepreneurship, working on startup concepts to help alleviate poverty, improve community health and education, and move us towards greater equality for all. If we're to make significant strides in achieving both continued economic prosperity and the Sustainable Development Goals, we not only need more and better entrepreneurs, we need the global populace to think and act more entrepreneurially in their fields of choice. We need a continued entrepreneurial revolution. I think one part of a very big puzzle here that we can accomplish this is to deliberately work to better bridge the gap between theory and practice. So much research exists and is under-leveraged and under-discussed, and so many big questions sit in need of exploration. We need to challenge researchers to explore pressing needs in a more coordinated way and to more deliberately translate their work into ways that inform practice and policy more quickly. Policymakers can facilitate impact and translation by more formally considering emerging insights from scholarship. As an example, recent work published in Small Business Economics explores how national policy spurs entrepreneurial activity. Data from 31 developed countries over a period of 7 years shows that country-level social spending negatively affects entrepreneurial activity, business ownership, and the public's view of entrepreneurship as a career choice. Quite the opposite of what government was seeking to accomplish with this spending. This isn't to say there isn't a role for government support and intervention, as spending to support social issues looks to be a great cause, but it does shed light on the adverse impact resulting from some forms of support despite the best intentions. This is a great example of how research and policy can work in tandem to help move society forward. To help accelerate translation and build bridges between research, policy, and practice, ICSB's 2 academic journals have joined forces. And starting this year, offer researchers a rapid path to peer-reviewed publication of work that has the potential for impactful translation. Just today, the Journal of the International Council for Small Business accepted its 2nd translation theme manuscript, a paper that discusses how the supports needed to stimulate women's entrepreneurship in developing countries are vastly different from those needed in developed nations. Both of these studies I mentioned are emerging out of ICSB knowledge hubs. At Rowan, our university is named after Henry Rowan, an engineer, an entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. Holding true to our name, we're an institution that values critical thinking, problem solving, entrepreneurship, innovation, and the role that agents of change can play, improving the world for all of us. We're committed to educating an entrepreneurial populace on our campus, in our region, and around the globe. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Eric Liguori. We appreciate your comments. And also today is Dr. Eric Liguori's birthday. So let's give him a big round of applause, everybody. Happy birthday. We would like to recognize you for your speech and contribution to ICSB and as managing editor of the Journal of the International Council for Small Business and JSBM.